Hi, I'm Michael Nadalin from Market Lead, and today's video is about Performance Max lead generation. So there are a few videos out there about it, but most of my videos are usually about e-commerce for PMax. And when I've been researching, these questions haven't been answered. So these are the things that I've asked of my friends, but also my own experience about Performance Max for lead generation. So I want to start off with the pros of it. It works. So I've been running this on a few clients recently. I was running it a few months ago, didn't really get the results I wanted, but I think I hadn't had my own learnings about it that I'd achieved through e-commerce that I've been able to apply back. So if you watch any of my e-commerce videos, those will give you the real psychology towards like strategy for PMax and how to apply it. I think it might be hard if you go straight direct into lead gen, just because you don't have that e-commerce data just to support or reinforce that what you're doing is right. So the fact that I have a lot of e-commerce clients, but also a lot of lead generation clients meant I could test a lot of strategies on my e-commerce clients and prove that could work and actually know the dollar value and the return on ad spend value that I could transfer that knowledge back to lead generation. So the things I've noticed first in PMax for lead generation is, one, it does work really well. So it works really well in the sense that instead of focusing on keywords, which I love doing, that's one of my master skills, is focusing on high intent keywords. This time I can focus on something different, which is signals. So with this, I've been able to create multiple asset groups, but now it's also multiple campaigns, which I'll speak about in a second, around high intent keywords, brand traffic, in-market asset groups, affinity audiences, and just some other new non-in-market audiences that only Google Ads applies. So going further into it. So the reason why I really like it is because I've noticed the volume of traffic to the landing page is significantly higher. Cost per clicks is about 75% cheaper. But I've also got access to the client's backend and look at the quality of the leads, and they're really good quality as well. So with this client, I was only getting about 20 leads per month for them. Including branded traffic and non-branded traffic. Now, the non-branded traffic didn't bring in much. It was a financial product as well. I do have a lot of financial clients for some reason. And the branded traffic was going well because I'm doing Facebook for them as well, and it's building a lot of awareness and a lot of traffic there, which is also helping that there. But what I've noticed with the Performance Max is I've got more leads in the first week of this than I have in 2 months together. And I've been looking at the quality, and the quality is good. Some of these leads are already turning into sales, which I know. And I'm just starting to believe that because of this client, the keywords are quite sophisticated and the way people search is quite complicated. You don't know if you're getting someone at the top of the funnel or bottom of the funnel and where their buying intent is. And it feels very random. So this way, where I've been running it for about 2 to 3 weeks, I've been able to use signals and using that from Google Analytics, the in-market audiences, the other in-market audiences, and just some more common sense myself and custom intent. I forgot about that one, to use it for this client. And that's just continually working really well. Now, you know what time it is. I'll keep this short. Like, comment, and subscribe to keep up to date with the latest and greatest Google Ads and paid ad news. And lastly, it's your time to be number one. So Market Lead is now taking on new clients. So if you're serious about increasing sales, increasing customers, and more importantly, scaling your business, book in a strategy session with someone in my team and you'll get a free action plan. Just go to marketlead.com.au, go to the strategy session link, and then book it in there. So remember, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll keep this short. Enjoy. Now, the issues I'm facing with this is I was executing these all in one campaign and I couldn't actually see which asset groups and signals were working. Now, all the assets were the same: images, copy, landing page, everything. And they were actually going to a landing page. So it was only to one exclusive landing page. But I couldn't actually see what audience is working well. So on the weekend, I actually reached out to my mate Corey Lindholm to ask him about it. I thought I was gaslighting myself, not really sure of where I could actually see a breakdown. And at the moment, from what I know, what I've been told and what I can't find is you can't do an asset breakdown or asset group breakdown for a lead generation in Performance Max. You can do it in the listing groups for e-commerce, but that listing group isn't available in PMax for lead generation. So what I've had to do is, which is annoying, I've actually had to split them out into different campaigns. I've just duplicated in AdWords Google Ads Editor and just created a new campaign for each audience signal, just so at least I can get some indication. What I noticed was I had my high intent audience signal, which I use on all my e-commerce clients, and now I've been running that on the lead generation PMax campaign. and that was getting amazing results as soon as I was running it. I started segmenting it out more. I was getting more leads, a higher volume, but cost per lead went up and conversion rate went down. So I couldn't isolate what was actually the main driver for the improvement in leads, but also the decrease or the increase in cost per lead. So why I split this out as well is just for more data analysis myself. I'd usually highly recommend against this, but for me, this is more of a curiosity factor rather than performance. So I want to actually know what audience signal and what's working best for this client. So there are not many lead generation videos around about Performance Max at the moment. That's why I want to record this. Whilst there are some, they're not really talking about the things that I've just noticed about using the data from e-commerce or the learnings there and transferring them back in. They're just more focused on like the creative assets. So what I'm noticing is repurpose just whatever's working on Google search as your copy and put it into your asset groups. Just get any images off the website, good ones obviously, and then make sure, this is what I recommend, send them to a specific page. Don't let them to go to any page on the website. If you've got a landing page, it works well. If you've got a specific page on your website, still just send them there. I think that's the best solution, that's the best outcome. The other thing is, well, it's like segment out by audience signals. I'm only doing this just because I want to see how the impact of different audience signals work. I know over time it will all kind of find its own rhythm, but when you're starting off, you want to make sure you're getting some results. You just don't want to be burning your budgets on a best intent or high intent audience, not without actual testing as well. So I recommend that. It does work really well. I'm really confident about it. I'm just going to start executing this on most of my clients where it's seen fit, where there's not any compliance issues. So I'd love to know your feedback, how you're going with it. I have heard some feedback that there are dodgy leads coming through, which can come from depending on where your country is or if there are bots, like a known bots. A lot of these clients for me in the lead generation, 50% is in the US, 50% is in Australia. These clients I'm running in Australia, which has less of like a bot issue. So that's maybe why when I'm checking the leads, the quality is good. But that's just something to look out for as well. So keep that in mind. That's it for today. I just wanted to keep this video short. So like, comment, subscribe, put any questions below. I'd love to answer them. This is something super exciting because I think this is the new forefront of lead generation as well.